What's up, YouTube? As promised, this is the video that I said I would do. I'm going to do an overview of the Miata and throw in a couple clips of some of what I've done to it over these past couple weeks. There's a couple things I already covered. I already covered the drivetrain swap to the 1.8 diff drive shaft and axles. And I forgot the other video I did, but I'll have to look and see what it is. So I'll just go, I guess from front to back. We'll start in the engine and work our way back so you can give you an idea of all that's done to the car so far and what future plans I have for it. Alright, so I have a 1993 Mazda Miata. It's a 1.6. You can tell by the valve cover, water neck in the front, etc. Intake manifold. So I did a DIY coolant reroute. I used a Chevy Silverado upper radiator hose. I swapped the front and rear water jackets. So the neck that normally comes here and goes to the top right here is on the back. And this is the one that was on the back that feeds the heater core, and that is in the front. I ran a line right here, and I used a clamp to keep it away from the timing belt. And so I have the heater core hoses running under here. I built myself, I changed up the heat shield from underneath the vehicle where the cat goes, and I use it under here so I can separate the coolant lines from the turbo, so to just shield it from a little bit of the heat. Of course, this is the turbocharger. I got the MK Turbo full 1.6 Miata kit. It comes with the turbo manifold, the oil line, intercooler pipes. It comes with injectors. These are 640cc flow force injectors. It comes with the intercooler, which is right here. These are Xeric Fab front bash bars. I put these on right after I came home from deployment. What else do we have? I have a variable TPS here. This came with the kit as well. It just needs to, I have to do some modification to the ECU, but I'll get to that in a second. I have to change a couple wires to make that work. And that's pretty much all that's really changed or upgraded in the engine bay. I removed power steering and air conditioning. It gave me plenty of room to work with over here on this side of the engine. All the AC lines, all the power steering lines, all that is gone. I did a proper depowered rack. I actually cut open, well, I didn't cut open, but I unbolted and completely disassembled the steering rack, removed that inner seal, and put it all back together. So the steering is a lot more direct. I love it. It feels a lot better than it did when it had power steering, which was kind of sluggish, if you would, but it feels much better at this point. I bought a brand new clutch master cylinder, braided, a steel braided line that goes from, it's a one-piece line. It goes from the master cylinder all the way to the slave cylinder on the transmission. This right here is the cable for the wideband. That's a necessary thing. These are the coolant hoses for the heater core. I just have this portion wrapped in foil just to deflect some of the heat from the downpipe. It doesn't really affect the coolant temperatures because I have my fan set to come on at 190 Fahrenheit with the ECU, which is a wonderful, wonderful feature for the Mega Squirt. So I don't need that front switch that normally goes into this plug that goes over here. So I just extended the wires for the main coolant temp sensor. I just extended them from the back, and I just brought them all the way forward to this over here. Let's see what else we have. These are Sparco wheels, 14 by, Jesus, like 6, I think. And I have Falcon Azenas tires. Hey, babe.
Hey, handsome.
What's up?
You look good.
You're on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm just doing an overview of the car. Just a little quick video I was talking about. Yep.
Your markers look good. I ain't even recognizing myself. Who's that little good kid on the block?
Me and my son just got haircuts today, so my wife didn't recognize us. Alright, so under this panel, since I actually put something back together the way it ought to be, is I got a Mega Squirt Plug and Play Pro. It's version 3. It's amazing. You can do anything that you absolutely want to do to make your car run just how you want it. I have my wideband mounted here in the air vent. I'm gonna have to take this out and drill a hole in the actual air vent because the wires are kind of kinked and I don't really like that. Not as a permanent solution. It's okay though. I have my airbag removed and I have the complete system, the computer, all the sensors and everything removed because I'm gonna be replacing this with either an NRG or a Sparkle wheel. I'm gonna get a quick release and all that stuff. But I was sick of seeing the airbag light on the dash, so I just chose to remove the entire system since I'm not going to need it anyway. And since it's a 93, it only has a driver's airbag. There's no passenger airbag, so that's that. Still got the factory 5-speed in it. This Crown Royal shift boot is going to be replaced. I have a green one. I'm planning to do a full detail of the interior, or what's left of the interior. But that's all good. And then I have a AEM 320 liter per hour fuel pump. Gotta lock those down when the top is down. It's done great so far. It's not loud, which is amazing. I know the Walbro 255s, they usually are very noisy. But I don't really get much noise out of it, which is great. The trunk is completely empty except for this ammo can. This just has tools in it. Okay. This right here is something I actually had to rig up when we came back from deployment as well. This is a lawnmower battery with battery post shims placed on top and then the terminals put on that. It actually works amazing. I had left my car here and a friend of mine, my friend Emilio, I'm going to leave his link in the bottom, so make sure you follow him. Yeah, my buddy Emilio, he would come by and start the car for me and run it just to keep everything nice and good, but eventually from not being driven the battery decided it didn't want to work anymore, so I didn't have $200 to spend on the battery, so this whole setup cost me $47. The battery and the shims total was like 47 bucks, and it's the same amperage, same voltage, same cold cranking amps, but it has different posts because it's for a lawnmower, so that was definitely a budget win. But yeah, everything else in the trunk is gone. Weight savings. This is another finish panel I had gotten. The original car color is red. I painted it black, but the previous owner painted over the decals, and I wanted the chrome decals, so I thankfully came up on this finish panel. I just put this on the other day actually. It's got a full 3-inch exhaust with a 94 SS. Who's this? Hey Marcus, say hi. Hi. That's my son Marcus. He just got a haircut. As far as suspension, the car just has those cheap eBay lowering spring sleeves. You can't really see right now because I don't have the car lifted up, but I don't know if you can see it through the spokes in the wheel. But yeah, those will be changed out for these. These are Yonaka coilovers. They're originally like $1,000, but I got them for $60. Yeah. Say hey, Colton. That's Marcus's best friend. He lives across the street. So, I just have to. These are for a new ND. I have an NA, obviously. The mounts are different, and I tried to make it work, but I couldn't because the top hats don't fit. They're a little smaller in the ND, and they don't have the little pillow ball on the bottom like the NAs do. So, the company they sell these separately. You just have to special order them. So new bottom mounts and new top hats. It's about 400 bucks. I got the coils for $80. Well, actually 40, because the person who sold them to me, he refunded me half because they don't fit. But he still let me keep them. So in a couple of weeks, maybe the next month and a half or so, I'll be doing a video about installing those. And that'll be wonderful because the car bounces way too much for my liking. It goes fast. It just bounces a lot. And I'll just show y'all the diff again real quick. I don't think I actually got a good photo of it once it was installed. But that's a 1.8 open diff. It's welded. It was welded by SSR Performance. They're a local shop here in Kansas. They're amazing. They do good work. They're really good guys. And future plans, I'm going to get a new subframe, maybe an NB subframe. Replace all the arms and everything. Maybe replace all the bushings with energy suspension. That way it's nice and clean and nice and fresh. I don't have any problems. I think I overfilled my diff because it's dripping. It's been doing that very slowly for the past couple days, but it's okay. That's an easy fix. What else do we have? Pretty much that's about it. It's a very simple build. You know, very involved, but very simple. Oh, I have steel braided brake lines. When I first got the car, the only mechanical issue with it was that one of the brake lines was leaking. So I replaced, instead of replacing the one, I just replaced all of them. And I don't know if you can really get to focus here. It's focusing on the wrong thing, but it's okay. Y'all get the idea. Steel braided brake lines all the way around. And then there's the oil drain. Oh, Lord have mercy. There it is right there. That's the sketchiest, scariest thing I've ever done with a car, was drilling and tapping the oil pan. But thankfully it came out the way it was supposed to. And right here you can see this is just straight, just radiator and intercooler, no condenser, no AC at all. I'm getting a new radiator on Friday actually. So I'll put up a video of installing that. It won't be much, but it's something. And so future plans, right here I have another 1.6, and I'm going to be building this for high power, high boost. I'm thinking maybe 350, 400 crank. It's just going to be completely redone from top to bottom. Everything's going to be changed out. Every bolt will be turned. Everything will be taken out, cleaned, if it's usable, like the head, the block, the manifold. I might actually upgrade the manifold to the skunk too, but we'll see. I think they only make it for the 1.8. But they make a throttle body that definitely fits, and I'm going to get a bigger one of those. Injectors, the whole 9 yards. I'll probably reuse the turbo kit on this car, or I might upgrade and use something different. It just depends on how things go, but we'll see. So that's the future plans for the car, as well as upgraded brakes, etc. So yeah, this is my car. This Deja, if you would. A good friend of mine, one of my great NCOs in basic training, gave me the name. I liked it and it stuck, so that's her name, is Deja. I think I want to get a factory bumper. I'm still thinking about it, I'm not sure. And also my beautiful wife, she ordered me a rear bash bar. So just how the front is cut at the body line, the same with the rear bumper. I may either cut it or just take it off completely, because this lip will just look kind of weird by itself. And I won't be able to maintain the lights anyway, unless I do like some kind of other cut for it, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm still contemplating what I'm going to do for that, but once I actually get it and fit it up there, then I'll see what my options are. So yeah, that's my car. That's Deja. You know, just continue to keep watching the page as I post more videos and make more awesome things happen to the car. I'm going to be detailing it. I'm probably going to video that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Also, I'm going to vent the hood right here over the turbo. Just, you know, reduce some under hood temperatures, because it gets very hot under there. I just bought a jigsaw today, actually, and a bunch of blades. So, you know, just to get things done. So yeah, other than that, you know, I'm running 8.3 PSI right now. The car handles it just fine. No stutters, no hiccups, doesn't stall. Runs like a dream, so yep, it's just a matter of, you know, tuning it properly. I might increase fuel and go for 10 PSI, I'm not sure yet, but I want to get it dyno tuned once I get that high up in the power range. That's just a matter of time, really, so, you know, we'll see what happens once it gets a little colder outside and the air is a little cooler. I might try to tune it for a little more, you know, 8.3 is plenty right now, though. Like, I've been giving everybody on the road dirty looks, see if they want to race me, but nobody's really trying to race me yet. So, all in due time, we'll see. We'll see what's up. But yeah, I'll be going out to the meet this week, and I might get a video then too. You know, we have Cars and Coffee this Sunday, and I'll get some more of the local cars around here posted up. You know, so y'all can see what the community's like around these parts. So yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dislike if you have to. All right, y'all have a wonderful day and stay blessed.